Anyway, today's a new day. Like I said, I got to bounce up, get a new start. Feel happy about it, positive about it, and here we go. Now, originally, I started, take you over here. I started doing this guy, and I kept getting interrupted yesterday so many times that I couldn't even get this right. So that I just put on hold. It was irritating the heck out of me, so just put it away. This morning, I decided, man, I get these tools cleared out of the way over here. I got a bunch of stuff put outside. But I take this sheet of metal and put it on my wooden table, and I got the metal table, work table that I've been wanting. So, and it was only 60 bucks for this sheet plus that chunk right there. Anyway, regardless, I'm gonna slide it off the edge and put some bends in it so it covers up this wooden section on all the way around. I think what I'm going to wind up doing is cutting the corners at an angle. I'm not quite sure exactly how yet. I'm going to cross that bridge when I get there. I don't have a break this big, but what I'm thinking of doing is taking a chunk of angle iron or even that square rod up there, line it up, clamp it down, and press it down by hand. Alright, so I highly calculated with the tape measure the top for my workbench, metal workbench that I'm building. The red lines is the size of the workbench. The blue lines are where I'm making the cuts just before the folds. And why I decided to cut in this way and fold down there and here is because I did a little practice on a piece of vanilla board, cardboard, whatever. And I tried it cutting one side down, and then we'd have overlap where you have to fold it over either that way or this way, whichever. I tried a corner cut from corner to corner. Then I'd still have two folds, or I would have two folds actually, two triangle folds overlapping. And then I decided to do this cut, which works out great. I can't do it one-handed. I'll try. But see how it brings it together. I figure at most I can make some kind of fancy little add-on piece right here on the corners to make it look clean. So that's where we stand. Excuse me. Next is cuts. Cut the blue lines. And then we'll do some bending. I got my big 1-inch square tubing to lay down on the table, clamp it down, and I'm gonna bend by hand to start with, and then we'll go from there. Safety first. Dust mask, face shield, and because I'm tired of tore up clothing, I got my skirt. Get a little something here. There we go. Make sure I'm not okay. Clean off it. Bring this back here. And let's go. do believe that was all the cut needed to be cut. All right. As you can see, we have all four corners clamped down. The edges are lined up with the edges. And now that I got it established and clamped down good and tight, I will take off, I'll start with that end down there, take off those two clamps, put the long bore across there, clamp that down, and start bending. So I don't have a big fancy brake to bend this down. I wish I did, but I don't. So I'll have to do it the primitive Pete way. Primitive Pete is an old guy back in like caveman days. He, did things with sticks and rocks. Long time ago, when I was young, I took a pair of vice grips, obviously, welded some flat stock on there to do this very same purpose. And this is how I'm going to have to deal with this on this table. I'm running out of time, it's getting late. I can't really go making a bunch of noise, banging around and upsetting the neighbors. So tomorrow I'll put a bigger pieces on here, wider, longer, and I should be able to get a good thing. Actually, I'm going to try to get more throat out of it. I think I can. Well, I'm positive I can. I just need to get the right pieces, and that'll help me get further back and not so much, well, you can't see it right now from where you're at, but this edge, from me bending on it, even though I'm trying to go easy, it's still making indentations where this edge is. I'm running out of time. If I had no neighbors, I'd keep going. I wouldn't care about nothing. But unfortunately I do, and I have to be considerate and respectful. And so that's what I'm going to have to do. Take the vice grips and make a tool out of it. Plus I'm going back with this sand hammer. I don't know if it's the right hammer to use or not, but that's what I'm doing. That's what I've done so far. It seems to be going okay. It's just, it's not like a brake. It's going to take some time. So the next video, you'll see this done, mounted on the table. And I plan on having that done tomorrow too, which is the air tool cabinet. And this program is not sponsored by Coke. However, I will tip one back every once in a while. In the meantime, thank you subscribers for subscribing to me. I really appreciate it. Thank you everybody that comments. Of course, I know you're doing it for $100. That's cool. But still, thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. And we're darn near 500. I want to be at 500 by the end of next month, which is tomorrow, starting tomorrow. And, well, maybe we'll get there, maybe we won't. But regardless, we're going to keep rolling, keep tucking away at it. Stink will happen. And in the meantime, you guys like, comment, subscribe. And don't forget to look for the next one. Have a good one, everybody. There we go.